crazy. The fact that we're doing this kind of speaks for itself.
Fun.
Oh, tough one. Exciting?
Fun.
Fun. I feel like this is unoriginal, but I want to say just like fun.
Fun. Exciting. He's very animated, which is amazing.
Animated, I would say. Animated is a good word.
Interesting.
Pleasant.
Fun. Fun. I really liked working with Sefunmi.
I think motivating.
I feel like there's so many.
I don't know, there's a lot that come to mind. So
Dramatic.
I think joyful is the word for me.
He brings a lot of drive and he goes the extra mile, and I really like that passion.
He's always positive.
Probably that he's very passionate about what he does.
Brought a good energy to all our meetings. He kept us kind of focused but having fun at the meetings, which is great to have from a PM.
The energy that he brings to his work.
I worked with him in recruitment, and the best thing was that he always brought candidates to me that were empathetic and driven.
One of the best things about working with Sefunmi was just that he was so down to earth.
Always very happy to see me and always willing to strike up a conversation with me.
He's a super creative personality, and we're really miss that.
He always got the job done in like half the time you thought he would get it done in.
It was really easy to be motivated working with him. You could really feel like his drive to get things done.
I think it's just positive attitude, you know. Even if I'm having a bad day, there's always a smile, there's always this positive energy. Even when things aren't going well, it finds a way of making it better, which is a breath of fresh air.
I think one was when we were doing an installation observation and we're watching Sefunmi install the thermostat, and then he didn't have a screwdriver and we're gonna quit, but he's like, no, I'm just gonna get a knife and install the thermostat with a knife.
I was lucky enough to actually play soccer with Sefunmi. We have a company team, and he was always pretty much kind of like our default coach, and he would actually come out, bring out a piece of paper, and just like draw out plays, and very organized. Just a super fun guy on the pitch. It was working on testing Alexa, an Alexa instruction screen, and I thought it was just really good to see how involved he was in the process.
I remember lots of times when we were trying to get the app together, or the app finished for the release, and it was a lot of like meetings and a lot of like looking at each other like we're never going to get this done, and it felt pretty good doing those together, so that was great moments.
When he takes the co-op's Pikachu slippers and walks around in them.
Probably when we had stand-ups or like check-ins, weekly check-ins, and he would always start Mondays off with "Monday's my favorite day," which made Mondays feel a bit less tiring.
I specifically remember the day he like brought his family to the office, and it was just like super fun experience to be able to like get to meet them and stuff, but also it was just like really fun to see his just like how proud he was about like working at ecobee and kind of like bringing them around to everyone who he worked with.
Oh, he also taught us some like slang a few weeks ago, which was very interesting. Learned a lot of new things.
I think there was lots, and it was always like the same kind of reaction that I got with him. Whenever I'd ask him a question, it'd be like, hey, I need this. Sometimes you forgot, sometimes you went up to him, and it'd be the surprise, and you always come back with this very surprised look on his face or action look on his face. Let me get that for you.
I think one of the best things that Sefunmi did while he was here was when our mobile app was released, he surprised everyone with balloons at their desk, and I managed to snag one of those balloons and keep it alive for a whole year.
Probably having his energy and his character around. And also he had a lot of answers, so I don't know who to go to for this now.
Energy and the laughter you bring to the workplace, and I'm going to be missing just how much fun it's just been working with you.
He was always thinking about like the experience and what people want from our product and what we can do to make it better.
Energy and sort of his zest for life. He was always a really positive, open, bright person to work with.
Everything. I will miss him as a gym buddy as well.
I'll miss you, even though we've only worked together for a short time, but we're definitely going to hang out outside of work, so it's totally cool.
I'm gonna miss not having him on the ecobee soccer team.
He's really fun to be around, like a friendly person. So it'll be sad not having him in the office.
When working with our mobile apps, you know, I was often working on API stuff, or even like earlier when I was working on web stuff. Just having Sefunmi come in and ask really insightful questions that pulled out really important things that we would have dropped on the floor that we would have missed entirely.
Did I say he was dramatic? That he's so dramatic. I think that's probably what I'm going to miss the most.